All right, I finally put it together. Diamond duo is William. It's like Cade Horton red rookie time. I can figure that one out. Got the World Series on in the background tonight. Seems like Eric Clement, right? Not Ernie Clement. Where did that come from? Eric Clement just playing like no doubles defense at third permanently in this series. All right, let's see what we have going on. Chris looking for Detroit. We got Brian here getting ready for his break. Do 10 hobbies instead of 10 megas. Down. Let's do it. It's going on Chad. All right. So we have top row, bottom row. We'll continue to test our theory that the better hits are in the top half of the case. Although I don't know that we'll be able to test the theory again because all the cases on tops are sold out now. So in order for me to get any more boxes, I probably have to buy them one at a time, or at least not in a sealed case. All right, let's see. No, Astros went to Mike Preston, who I'm sure will be in your eBay break tonight also. I tried to get through to Eric Blatchley because every time he doesn't get the Astros, he seems to get very frustrated. So I reached out and I reached out again and I reached out again, and then he commented on the wrong post, and then I messaged him again and nothing. Only team left is the Marlins. What's going on, Alex? Yeah, Marlins available. I dropped them in the Facebook group to $40. If anybody wants to grab them, couple dollar discount off the DeFrank and Salas spot, and the possibility of chasing Thomas White autos. What's going on, Darren? Nice. We got a full room for this. Let's get going. Yeah, just the let's do this way. Just the Marlins available. Everybody else has been claimed. And we're going to start with the top half of the case and see if we could have some fun right off the bat. Let's see. William grabbing the Marlins. William, you got it. Yep, got your payment, Cody. Thank you for sending that. And William, you're good for the fish for 40 if you are confirming you want the Marlins. And we are getting things started so we could get things done in time for Brian's 6 hobby and one sapphire box break. Hopefully better than my 6 hobby and sapphire break from Sunday, but I'm sure not as good as the previous 2 before that, unless the half case we sent Brian ends up being as hot as the half case or the full case that we ripped last time, or the last 2 breaks before that. Let's go 2 boxes at a time here. Thanks, William. Some Joe Swar for Alex. We're going to pull 2 autos from Sapphire. I mean, they owe us one. I immediately that night sent in the request for the extra, or for the auto that we didn't get in that box. So hopefully they reply quickly. All right, starting things off. Shoey's a bum. Yeah. Guy can't even get on base 10 times in a game. Ooh, starting us off nicely. Nick Kurtz getting a rookie Bregman, Skubal, Rainiel Rodriguez, and Spencer Giesling. Where did I put the penny sleeves? Maybe I didn't get the penny sleeves. Hold on, we got to get penny sleeves. Mike just got the payment for the Astros, too. Thank you for sending that one over so quickly. Chris Rodriguez hunting for Chris. We did pull 2 Sapphire autos out of our first Sapphire box. All right, starting us off, Brian Lauby getting his guy Rainiel in base chrome, who had the A's. Getting one of their guys with Nick Kurtz. Hoping for a Blue Jays win tonight after the marathon of last night. Did anybody stay up for the whole game last night? Let's see, it is Justin with the A's. All right, let's see if we can do a couple packs now. Oh, is it really? I've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time. Brian Lobby. They accepted your claim on the Yorger. Wow. That was quick. Did you send it to them already? What? Or do you not even have to mail it to them in that case? We have a Max Muncy, Dylan Cruz, Zach Veen, Brett Bateman, and Jesus Madej. We have a Ha-Seong Kim, Junior Caminero. Our first laser refractor is a pretty nice one. Diego Torrens, Carlos Legranje, and Juan Cabada. Oh, wait, did I read this wrong? Yeah, the Yorger claim was already accepted. Let's see. Brian's first Sapphire break. Let's leave up the Legranje. See if we can get Brian pronouncing Legranje right. If I'm going to start pronouncing Brian Lobby right. Spencer Schwellenbach, Max Muncy, was that again? Dylan Cruz again. Liberts Aponte and David Coronel. A couple of decent firsts there. Otani with a K in the background. Went to bed when Shohei got thrown out in the 9th. Yeah, I started kind of falling asleep at that point. Zach Veen, Ha-Seong Kim, weird doubles getting pulled already. Elian Pena staying hot in our mega box breaks there. Julian Barreto and Justice Bigby. Pena getting the laser refractor. So Torrens and Pena already on the board with laser refractors in box number 1. I feel like they usually come together in hobby packs. So seeing the two of them together in a mega box makes sense. Let's do a couple of packs here so we can try and keep things at a pace where we get to Brian on time at 10 o'clock. All right, we have Christian Campbell, Angel Martinez, Kendry Martinez on the laser refractor, Luis Pena, Charlie Condon, Lawrence Butler, Jackson Merrill, and the home run hitter tonight, Vladdy Guerrero Jr., Severino, and Will Taylor, Aaron Judge, Yordan Alvarez, Ellie De La Cruz, Andrew Salas getting on the board for William, and Zach Cole getting on the board for Mike. Let's see. Yeah, I think I probably ended up falling asleep and fully by the 11th inning. Then I woke up at some point and saw that it was still on and watched for a second, then fell back asleep. Chase Mydrith, Augustin Ramirez, and Moises Ballesteros rookies. Christian Argeles and Yairo Padilla. Why is everybody loving Yairo Padilla so much? I haven't double checked his stats in the last couple of weeks, but it seems like people all of a sudden got really high on Padilla. Another laser refractor coming up. Corey Seager, Matt Chapman. There we go. Like Brian said, it was going to be a nice Alvarez night, and it is already. Mike getting the Alvarez laser. Ramsel Medina and Alorki Rodriguez. Three nice laser refractors already. Torns, Pena, and Kevin Alvarez. And let's see some Mega Box packs. No color in the first pack. Mick Abel, Charlie Condon, Jacob Wilson, Tommy Tanks, and Christian Campbell. The alternate image for Jacob Wilson that I believe is on all of his Mega Box cards. Let's see. Whoa, so many messages. Went into the mail today. So how'd they make the decision already then that they accepted the defect if they haven't seen it? It's wild. Release date for Bowman draft. I have not seen it, but I would assume like last year it's going to be beginning of December. Seiya Suzuki, JJ Weatherholtz, Mike Trout, Cam Schlittler, and Roland Stroop. Nice hit for the Yankees chase. Stroop, Trout, Weatherholt. A couple more hits for the Cardinals. He's the number. Oh, was he really? He's like the number 5 prospect already for them. We have a purple coming up. Yohan De Los Santos, Yamamoto. Purple is going to be an auto of Michael Corrette. So ink already from the top half of the case. Blue, that is number 7 of 199 for Tampa Bay. Is that you, Brian? Dylan Cruz on the Meteoric Rise, and Vladdy adding a Mega Box card, Mojo card. Brian getting on the board to start the night. Hopefully, if we're nice to him, he's nice to us in the hobby box break. Let's put the Torns down, and we'll put that Corrette. Not a bad guy to hit ink of in this. People seem to like Corrette too. Brian, that is that's my tape machine. Yairo Padilla, Willie Adames, George Lombard Jr., Paul Skeens, and Aiden Johnson. That is cards getting packaged. The noise of cards getting packaged. I thought the comparable noise was like an old. What's that like tax thing? Like an old calculator that has like the tape on the top of it. Let's see. What else did I miss? Oh, Corrette's your guy in this product? It's the teamwork here, Brian. An adding machine. Is that what they called it? All right. Empty box number 3. And let's go with box number 4, too. So if I remember correctly, I think we had 2 autos out of the top row from the last break and 1 auto out of the bottom row. So now we have 3 out of the top row, and we'll see what we add to the bottom row. As Shane Bieber holds his own here. All right, let's see some base packs. I know, Brian. I miss you being in our breaks. Brian, you were always keeping it lively. Plus, you got to learn the pronunciation of the players' names. If maybe one day eBay will stop being annoying and let you bid again. Not likely though, because they can't make decisions on their own. Bobby Witt Jr., Francisco Lindor, Fernando Tatis, Chrome First, Nathan Church, and Kai Roberts. Matt Olson, Sean Burke, and Dylan Dingler rookies. First of Jose Anderson and Christopher Suero. Caminero back on the board. Another Schwellenbach. Mike Trout. A lot of flipping in this. Ronnie Cruz. Cags. Jose Ramirez. Royce Lewis. Manny Machado. And Bubba Chandler and Marcos Dinges. Suero, Dinges, Church, and Kai Roberts. Some nice middle tier firsts there. I put Dinges now approaching more than middle tier. Good old eBay. What else have they done, Lee? They are doing a lot of advertising during the World Series. We have Will Warren, CJ Abrams, JJ Weatherholt getting the laser. There's Yoswar on the board for the first time, who is the Giants guy, and Yohan De Los Santos. So Yoswar on the board. All right, going to the 5th. I, for some reason, don't trust that this game is going to be a 2-1 final. Wyatt Langford and Luis Angel Acuna. Schlittler getting another hit. Laser refractor. Yahil Melendez and Alirio Farabus. 2 hits on the board now for Cam Schlittler. Megabox refractor and laser refractor. Alex is the Giants. Alex getting his guy in base chrome to start. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear the New York City noises in the background tonight, but they're literally like digging up the road outside of my house and redoing it. So there's going to be lots of crazy noises going on tonight. Marcelo Mayer, Shane Smith, Dalton Rushing. We have a Sabdiel Delzine and Elian De La Cruz. Mason Wynn, Julio Rodriguez, Zach Wheeler. And firsts of Calcano and Bryce Betcher. Getting better at these names. I was definitely making a lot of mistakes at the beginning. But we got Betcher down now. We have Dinges down. We have 2 more laser refractors coming here. I'm trying to remember who the 4th person usually is in the Pena, Schlittler, Diego Torns packs. But I'm guessing whoever that is going to get one of these lasers. Paul Skeens, Cody Bellinger, Cal Fountain. Is that it? No, I think Cal Fountain usually comes with Devin Fitzgerald. Yorger Batista getting on the board. Brian Cortesia, another Yamamoto, Walker Buehler, and Heinz Brito. On our other laser, Robert Hipwell and Alessandro De La Cruz for the Giants and Rockies. Batista on the board. the big chase for Seattle. And let's see some more fun out of Mega Packs. Brian, Dodgers, and Cardinals tonight. We have another Yorger. Nice Yorger box. Jackson Merrill, Dejan Marquez, Ronald Acuna Jr., Meteoric Rise, and Liberta Ponte. Some pretty good names there. Brian, do you have any more mega boxes? Get that Yorger in a top loader. I know they had some at my, what's it called? My Target. We have Luke Keeschel, Cags, Tariq Skubal, Elian De La Cruz, and Matt Shaw. Let's keep it right going right into the next mega box pack. Another Cags, another Skubal, another Elian De La Cruz, Seiya Suzuki, and Angelo Marquez. So weird. A lot of repeats. Since it's not a player break, I guess that's not as offensive. Especially when it's good names like Cags. Brian, I don't think I mentioned it to you. We pulled the Seiya Suzuki 3 of 5 Sapphire on Sunday. Not exactly who we wanted to see when we saw red, but Suzuki, I think somebody was saying, still sells well. I know he did when he was a rookie, and he certainly had a good season this year. JJ Weatherholt. Oh, we got a blue coming up. Weatherholt, Trout, Schlittler again. Blue is not an auto this time. Farabus, blue numbered 28 of 150, and Hassan Kim. So 2 color, 1 ink out of the top half of the box for this one. One more shot to try and get a 4th autograph out of the top half of the case, which last time I think we had 6, so we won't keep that pace. And now we could slide that over a little bit. How am I doing on time? Should be good. If we get this box done by 9:30, we should be more than on a good pace for Brian. Yeah, I got to see. I'll check the target. Are you guys interested in me running more of these mega box breaks? It seems like they've been pretty good to us so far. At least one big hit in every one of the breaks so far. Rainiel auto, the Corrette auto so far on this, although I'd like something bigger. The James Wood autograph in break number 2, and the Elian Pena for Chris in break number 3. Luke Keeschel, Mick Abel, Chad Patrick, Iverson Lopez, Yohan De La Cruz, Seiya Suzuki, Matt Shaw, James Wood, speaking of, Pedro Catoy, and Juan Tomas. Justin says, run some more. All right, I'll send one of the Scoobles to Brian. Thanks, Chris. I don't know why I just took my knife like I was going to open up another box. Let's see a laser. Kobe Mayo, Andrew McCutcheon, Yairo Padilla, so another nice laser refractor. Gabriel Davalillo and Michael Corrette. Brian's guy, Corrette, adding to the Rays hits for tonight. We'll put the top loader on Yairo Padilla. Now that I know he's a top 5 player in their system already, I'll start to get on the hype and sleeve him up appropriately. Brian, you're interested in some more also? All right, Zach Neto, Blake Snell, Ramsel Medina getting the next laser. We got a Ching Sen Ko for that Dodgers spot. Brian, Bo Davidson, Carlos Correa, Mookie Betts, Shota Imanaga, Telion Serrano, and John Gill. Some nice names there. We'll get a top loader on that Co. Davidson and the laser Medina. And final top half of the box. Ooh, got one more color here. Aqua, I think to 125. Brian Cortesia, Yordan Alvarez, Andrew Salas getting a mega box refractor. First, so not an auto here. Davalillo, numbered 97 of 299, so not 125. And Fernando Tatis, finishing out Mojo Pack number 1 from box number 5. Davalillo, looking good there for the Angels. Is that Eric Wanderling, the Angels spot, if I remember correctly? Salas getting on the board for, I think, the second time. 1 base, 1 mega. Yordan Cortesia and the second mega packs. Chase Dollander, Ronnie Cruz, Lindor, Bobby Witt, Meteoric Rise, and Jesus Madej. Cruz, Lindor, and Bobby Witt Jr. getting mojos. And let's go on to a couple boxes from the bottom half. So we'll see if we end up averaging out the top and the bottom half. 3 autographs in the top half of the case. And that means 4 autographs total in the case so far. I think in the last case total we had 7 or 8. I think it was 8. So that would mean we would need 4 more in the next 5 boxes. Might be tough. Hopefully the Tigers players were in the bottom half. Need to keep Chris on his hot streak now that we had a couple of nice breaks for him. He was due. He's still due. Lone Star, was that Eric with the Angel spot? Oh, we're starting off with another Nick Kurtz. Alex Bregman, Scooble, Harrison Castillo, and Morel Solano. Brian, were you talking about a Megabox Scooble, or were you talking about a base set Scooble? So starting off the second half of the break the same way we started off the first half of the break. That ripped weird. We got 1. We got 2. And 3 packs that should all have base chromes. Starting off with our first Cam Smith, Chandler Simpson, Noah Cameron, David Coronil, and Julian Barreto. Max Muncy, another Dylan Cruz, Zach Veen, Aiden Johnson. There's your Tigers starting off hot, Chris. Chris Rodriguez getting on the board in chrome. Nicely centered on that one, too. Willie Adames, Bo Bichette, Trey Sweeney, Juan Cabada, and Liberto Ponte. I need to hear somebody pronounce Liberto Ponte because I feel like I'm probably getting that one wrong. All right, Chris Rodriguez on the board for Chris. See some laser refractors. Megabox Scooble. Let's see. Angels lost track of time and joined at the start of the last box. Well, perfect timing to start. All right, let's see 2 lasers here. Yandy Diaz, Logan Gilbert, Michael Corrett getting the laser. Justice Bigby and Ronnie Cruz. Hassan Kim, Steven Martinez getting the laser. Zach Veen, our first red rookie. Anielo Marquez and Bryce Eldridge. So nice lasers there. Another 2 nice lasers there with Steven Martinez and Corrett. And Zach Veen in box number 6, the first red rookie we got. All right, we'll go 2 packs again here that should have just base in them. Some guys whose names we've heard already. Junior Caminero, Spencer Schwellenbach, Mike Trout, Carson Williams, Rainiel Rodriguez on the board for the second time for Brian. Aaron Judge, Yordan Alvarez, Ellie De La Cruz, another Cags, and Nathan Church. Lot of Cags hits already. Two Rainiels. And an Aaron Judge. 2 more packs with lasers in them. And then we will get to the mega box from the bottom half. So hard to pick sleepers in Sleeper, PC, and BC. What does that mean? We have a Lawrence Butler, Jackson Merrill, Talion Serrano, who I now know is an outfielder in the laser, Kai Roberts, Yahiel Melendez, Bobby Witt Jr., Francisco Lindor, Kevin DeFrank getting the laser, Giesling, and Brett Bateman. Wow, we've hit a really, really nice laser refractors. Sent the Yoswar off to PSA today. Which Yoswar did I pull for you, Alex? Just scooped up a wild Carson Benj Mojo auto. Wow. Was that out of... Ooh, I feel like the Nick Kurtz packs have been good to us. Let's see. Nothing in this one color-wise, but maybe in the bottom. Nick Kurtz, Elian Pena. Speaking of Pena hunting, Marcelo Mayer. Oh, and we did get something fun in this one. Roman Anthony, Purple Meteoric Rise. That looks really cool on the planet back there. Meteor, I assume. Number 2 of 250, and Roki Sasaki on the board for Brian. Good time to pull that one. Marcelo Mayer. There is our second Elian Pena hit. Man, the workout side is drowning out the game in the background and smells like asphalt. 3 Nick Kurtz on the board. And a cool hit for, I think it was Chris Barnes, who got the Red Sox. Roman Anthony, numbered to 250. Let's see. Oh, the Yoswar 1 of 1 that you sent me the message about. Bold move with the sending that one off to PSA. The 1 of 1. Kevin Alvarez starts us off. Second hit for Alvarez, Wyatt Langford, Raymer Medina, Aaron Judge, and Gabriel Davalillo. So we still have the streak of every time we hit a Nick Kurtz Mojo, we get something at least color-wise in that pack. Not going to complain about hitting a Roman Anthony numbered card for sure. Kevin Alvarez is having a little bit of a night for Mike. Laser, and Mojo, I believe now. I mean, there's always the chance that it comes back super low grade, and I feel like with a lot of times with 101s, you're gonna get pretty good value for it, no matter what, whether it's graded or not. So I mean, if it tens, it definitely boosts the value, but there's always the risk of if it's like an 8, then it pulls the value down on a card that would have sold for pretty good value anyway. What do you guys think about grading 101s? We have a Ronnie Cruz, Francisco Lindor, Luke Dickerson, Rafael Devers in a Giants jersey. Interesting. Cam Smith. Maybe I haven't pulled a Devers card yet to realize that they were all in Giants jerseys. I also think from what we looked at, a lot of those Megabox 1-of-1s had graded a little bit lower. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything about the card that you had. All right, no color in this one. Lawrence Butler, Manny Cedeno, Spencer Schwellenbach, Yohan De Los Santos, and Steven Martinez. So a couple of hits now for Steven Martinez. A's, Yankees, Braves, and Pirates getting hits. And still on a good pace for Brian's break, I think. Steven Martinez, Steven Marinez? Is it? Steven Marinez. Have we confirmed that that's not an error by Topps? Whose name did they mess up like within the last couple of years? Didn't they completely get someone's name wrong? Not Starlin Caba, because that one's got to be a name, alternate name thing. Oh, Brando Maella, yeah. So Yankees in Bowman Chrome. Maybe that's why that popped into my head. That it could be a wrong name. Man, we have pulled a lot of Jacob Wilson cards. Let's go all 3 of the base packs that probably won't have color or laser refractors. Jose Ramirez, Royce Lewis, Manny Machado, another Salas, Zach Cole, Jacob Wilson, Jacob deGrom, Chase Dollander, Kevin DeFrank, Moises Marchand, Logan Henderson and Sung-Chae Chang, and Alcantara rookies, Sandlin and Steven Marinez. Now, keeps showing up. Actually, he's been showing up pretty well the whole break. And Salas. And let's see the 2 laser packs. 1 laser pack. And 2 laser packs. We have a Matt Olson, Sean Burke, Iverson Lopez laser, Johnny Severino, Will Taylor, Edgar Caro, Ronald Acuna Jr., Juan Tomas laser, Roland Strop, and Manny Cedeno. Yankees player 2023 Bowman Chrome, Brando Maella. Yep. Brandon in Bowman Chrome, Brando after that. All right. No color here yet. Bryce Harper, Mojo, Yahia Melendez, Mick Abel, and an auto, Paulinho Santana. Interesting one for the Rangers spot. And Angelo Marquez. Where's Paulinho Santana now in their org rankings? Another ex Bowman Chrome. I want to say 2023 Bowman Chrome guy as well. Getting our second autograph of the break and fifth of the box. Santana. I'll put that on this stand over here. And Mega Box pack number 2 from this one. Sean getting that. Paulinho Santana, Charlie Condon, Jacob Wilson, Tommy Tanks again, Roman Anthony again, and Ha-Seong Kim again. So lots of people getting multiple cards in multiple boxes. Wow. The street situation outside is quite loud. Hopefully they finish that before it's time to go to sleep tonight. Or maybe I'll just stay up packaging cards all night because it's too loud to go to sleep. Paulinho Santana's 19th. Yeah, I thought he wasn't all that high in the org ranks. Still super young though, so I'm assuming he's like just getting out of the DSL now. He's probably 19 years old at this point. Born in 06. Yep, 19 years old. Actually, not even 19 years old yet because his birthday is in November, so still 18 years old. Just below Abby Ortiz. Bowman names. All right, we have a Sandy Alcantara, Jackson Holiday, Yosi Kikuchi, Jacob Christian, and Uniker Caceres on the board for the first time each. Marcelo Mayer, Shane Smith, Dalton Rushing, Jordan Sanchez, George Lombard Jr., Fernando Tatis Jr., Wyatt Langford, Luis Angel Acuna, Jesus Madej, and RJ Schreck. And to the lasers, still only one red rookie. It's weird. I feel like we saw a bunch of them in case number 1. At least a handful of them. All right, we have Randy Rosarena, Logan Henderson, Roland Strope on the laser, Bubba Chandler, Marcos Dinges, Paul Skeens, Cody Bellinger, Moises Marchand on the laser, Wilfrey De La Cruz, and Raymer Medina chromes. Some more Mega Box packs. Can't talk. Can we get any more color? Purple coming up here. Will it be an auto or just purple? Bryce Harper, Yahil Melendez, McAble, purple non-auto. It's a big Alvarez night for both the Alvarezes. Purple Alvarez, number 140 of 250, and a Bobby Witt. Royals getting a ton of Wits and a ton of Cags tonight. So, time to open more top loaders. Let's see, that makes it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbered cards and 2 autos. 6 numbered cards, including Corrette in the numbered card and auto. All right, we have a Charlie Condon, Jacob Wilson again, Tommy White again, Walker Jenkins Meteoric Rise, and Bryce Eldridge. And one more box to go. Can we get one more big hit? Still don't have that like big signature hit from this one like we've had in every other one so far. Can we do it in the last box? That's where the James Wood was hiding for Brian Lobby. Uh-oh. Is that an error by Vladdy? like it was an error by Vladdy. It's seemingly rare. All right, last box of our second case. Empty. Last box. Can we add more Chris Rodriguez? This looks like some maybe new names. I don't remember if I said Soto's name yet tonight. I think I said Chase Mydrith's name already. So rookie of Mydrith, Augustin Ramirez and Moises Ballesteros, Elian De La Cruz and Brian Cortija, Vladdy, Christian Campbell, Angel Martinez, Farabus, Sabdiel Delzine, Juan Soto, Jackson Churio, Freddie Freeman, Santiago Leon, and Christopher Acosta. So we got one pack that had some new players in it. A lot of repeats besides that. Let's see the laser packs. We're going to get another red rookie, it looks like. Gunnar Henderson. Bo Davidson getting the laser. Red rookie, Edgar Caro. Shotaro Mori on the board for Justin. Yervin Murillo. Corey Seager. Matt Chapman. John Gill getting the laser. Another Yorger Batista. And Christopher Polanco finishing out the base packs. Bunch of nice hits in that stack. Lasers of Gill and Davidson. Caro, red rookie. Yorger Batista getting on the board for the third time. And Shotaro Mori getting on the board for the first time. So 3 Kurtz and 1 Mori. Some stuff there for Justin. Let's see. If your last name is De La Cruz, I was thinking that too this week, Eric. It seems like they love putting De La Cruzes in these products. All right. Looks like all base in pack number 1 and in pack number 2. All base as well. Let's see if we get an auto out of any of these. All right. Brian Cortija, Yordan Alvarez, another Andrew Salas, Chase Dollander, Diego Torns, Rainiel Rodriguez, Kobe Mayo, Yohan De La Cruz, no more ink. Bo Bichette and Freddie Freeman finishes things off. So a couple of nice names getting Mojo refractors in that last box, but no color or ink. No last box Mojo with any of those kind of hits. Let me sleeve these up, and then I'll recap the big hits from tonight and the lasers. Fish did pretty well. Bunch of Salas tonight. Bunch of Rainiel Rodriguez. It seems like Rainiel Rodriguez is just in every mega box we break. All right, let's go with through the lasers and red rookies first, starting with the red rookies of just Zach Veen and Edgar Caro. Lasers, we had John Gill, Bo Davidson, Roland Strope, Moises Marchand, Iverson Lopez, Juan Tomas, Talion Serrano, Kevin DeFrank, Michael Corrette, Ramsel Medina, Cal Fountain, Heinz Brito, JJ Weatherholt, and Kendry Martinez. So only one non-first in all of our lasers. Means what? 19 firsts, 1 non-first. Let's go and put these in order. All right. That's some kind of order. So ready, base chromes. We had Shotaro Mori, Rainier Rodriguez, Chris Rodriguez, Nick Kurtz, Jinseng Ko, Josuar Gonzalez, Nick Kurtz, Rainiel Rodriguez. Megabox Refractors, Cam Schlittler, Jorger Batista, Schlittler again, Salas, Elian Pena, Nick Kurtz, Kevin Alvarez, Rainiel Rodriguez, and Andrew Salas again. Our bigger named laser refractors, we had Diego Torrens, Cam Schlittler, Yairo Padilla, Steven Marinez, and then back to the display, we had Yordan Alvarez with the purple mojo, 140 of 250. Gabriel Davalillo with the teal mojo, 97 of 299. Paulinho Santana getting a base auto. Meteoric Rise purple of Roman Anthony, number 2 of 250. Couple more nice lasers, Kevin Alvarez and Elian Pena. Illyrio Farabus on the blue, 28 of 150. And Michael Corrette going to Brian with the ink purple, number 7 of 199 on that one. Should have known that Freeman would have walked off. That's actually really funny. All right, everybody. Brian's going to be jumping into his break in 5 minutes. I'm going to be back Thursday night with some Tops basketball. First time since last year, and first time with a licensed product. So I'm excited to rip into that tomorrow. If there's any in the group, I'll see you there. I'm expecting a lot of new faces in that one. All right, guys. Thanks again, and I will jump over to Brian's break and see what he has going on over there. I'll talk to you guys later.